Thanks for joining us back at the Midwest Showdown. We've been in the Elite Division all weekend. We take a trip there into the 9th grade bracket here to bring you all Alabama taking on Cincinnati Heat Premier. And we have tipped this one off. It is all Alabama that will get the first possession of the contest. Number 4 there with the ball, that's Jalen Sherrod. Over to number 35, Terry Crawford. Crawford with the assist, the lay-in made there by Nadia Cathy for our first points of the contest. So it is Alabama that strikes first here in this matchup. Defensive rebound pulled out of there by Terry Crawford. Trying to work it inside. Ball knocked away momentarily. They retain possession. That triple's knocked down there. Nadia Cathy out of Shades Valley High School makes it a 5-point game. All Alabama providing some pressure. Cincinnati Heat Premier trying to get on the board here. Three-pointer on the way. It's a line drive and it's money in the bank there for number 20. Number 20 is Lane Farrell. So Farrell makes it 5-3 after that triple. Shot along the baseline, no good. Following the shot and laying it in is Cathy. Hoop and the harm. She'll make it 7-3 with a chance for the three-point play the hard way here at the strike. So Cathy makes good there on the back end. 8-3 ball game. All Alabama continuing that extended pressure. Easy layup drill for Cathy. As I mentioned, this is our first game here in the 9th grade division at this year's Midwest Showdown. And some of the things I'm picking up early is that Cathy is definitely the straw that stirs the drink here for this all Alabama team. And they are going to give you pressure from start to finish here in this contest. So far, it has them up by 7 points here against Cincy Heat Premier. Heat Premier turning up the defense here on this possession. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Now down to 10. It'll be a 10-second shot clock. 13 minutes, 39 seconds remaining here in the first half. Substitution for all Alabama coming in. It will be number 20. That's Joya Maddox. Maddox will come in and give Terry Crawford a breather. Baby jumper along the baseline. Shot clock didn't reset, so I'm guessing that didn't touch rim. Rebound going to be brought the other way. Courtney Hurst. Davenport with the rebound. All of Alabama gets it across the timeline. Cathy probes the defense, pulls it back out. Now here's Jalen Sherrod. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now 2 seconds. That one kicks off the back of the rim. Cathy going for the offensive rebound. She can't get it initially. It was brought in by Anaya Smith. Smith's layup attempt couldn't go. They'll push it ahead. Will Heat Premier, and that one's laid in. A good contested layup there for number 23, Sammy Puisis. Definitely have to give that assist to the bookkeeper there for Heat Premier. She gave me Some help on the pronunciation there for Puisis. Back-to-back buckets for Heat Premier. That time it's Farrell. Farrell with 5 points early on in this one, 7-10. Is your score here as we come up on the 12-minute mark. That one last touch by All Alabama. Substitution for Alabama, number 5, Morgan Kirk. Checking in. Deep three-pointer there, no good. It's rebounded by Brooke Kyle. Alabama can't get it across. They had it stolen. They denied those 2 scoring attempts, but there they turn it over again. Triple, no good. Long rebound going to be brought down by Morgan Kirk, and she's off to the races. Kirk has it blocked, and it goes off of her back, and it'll go the other way. Nice play there by Cincinnati Heat Premier's number 55, Julia Heffling. So Heffling with the energy play. It's not easy in a foot race with Morgan Kirk. Really had to play catch up to block that one off of her. 3-point game. Three-pointer on the way. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound. Met with resistance, but we're going to have a trip to the free throw line coming up here for number 10, Maya Jackson. So Jackson at the free throw line. Good on the first. Makes it a 2-point contest. Second free throw off the mark, so she'll have to settle for splitting the pair. Two if it goes, it's off the mark. Rebound by Heffling. Heat Premier, they've settled down a little bit. Better composure with this pressure that they're facing from All Alabama. Touch pass to the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound ricochets out to Kirk. Kirk with the contested 2. And we'll have a foul there on the play. Believe it's going to go against Maori Davenport. Davenport called for the foul. 10 minutes, 18 seconds remaining here in the first half. 10-8 ball game in favor of All Alabama. Mid-range jumper short there for Puisis. Kathy has that one blocked away. Ball picked up by Maya Jackson. Jackson ahead to Puisis. Puisis swatted out of there by Davenport. Neither one of these teams plans on giving up too many layups. So that's not the first time we've seen access denied there on a shot. That three-pointer's off the mark, long rebound. Fresh 30 coming for CHP after the offensive rebound. Skip pass, here's another three-pointer on the way. Kathy had the ball initially, had it poked away, and we'll have a foul on the play. We'll go against CHP. Kathy in there trying to rebound amongst the trees. Subbing in for All Alabama will be number 34, Tania Marks. Marks out of Winona High School there in Alabama. Being based in the Atlanta area, have seen a few Winona teams come through there to play in some of the tournaments that we broadcasted in the ATL. Remember a shooter by the name of Justin Coleman out of Winona. I believe he's still at Alabama now. Well, that's where he was signed initially. Not sure if he stayed there once Grant left there as a head coach. As you see that bucket scored there by number 34, Marks, the Winona High School representative I was talking about. But Justin Coleman, he could shoot the ball, to say the least. Easily one of the better shooters to not only come through Winona, but the state of Alabama. 10-second violation going to go against Kathy there. Four-point game in favor of All Alabama. Pass is broken up and then retrieved there by Sherrod with defense. Handling the pressure initially, not able to get the floater to go. There was Maddox with a nice insurance policy there, rebounding on the inside as Davenport, who rebounds it and flips it up and in. 14-8. Another block for Davenport. Kirk with the floater. Kisses off the rim, kicks up and drops. Push the advantage to 8 now for All Alabama. Scrum there on the floor for the ball. Jump ball called on the play, possession arrow. Going to keep it there with Cincy Heat Premier. Seven minutes, 22 seconds remaining here in the first half. I'm not sure exactly what's being discussed by the officials. They're judging by their hand gestures. Looks like it has something to do with the clock. Seven minutes, 14 seconds remaining here in the first half. Looks like we're ready to play ball. Courtney Hurst out with it up top. Gets it back to Marshall. Gabby Marshall with the ball. We're going to see a little bit of a zone look here for All Alabama. They get the steal They have an 8-point advantage, trying to add to it, could push the lead to double digits here with the score. Kirk had a floater a couple possessions ago, can't get the three-pointer to go. And it's CHP with the rebound. Stop, pop, and getting it to drop there on the mid-range pull-up is Gabby Marshall. So Marshall makes it a 6-point game. Have a foul called on the official from across the floor. Sherrod going to get it over to number 20, Maddox. Maddox can't get the shot to go. We're going to have an over-the-back call against number 34. Nia Marks, nice job of boxing out on the inside there for Cincinnati Heat Premier. Swing it to the corner. CHP has gotten some pretty good looks from three-point land. Haven't been able to cash in as much as they would like to early on. That one's in tight. Getting it to go off the window is Puisis. Puisis makes it a 4-point game, 16-12. Faking the handoff, taking it in herself there was Sherrod. Couldn't get it to go. 4-point game now as we come up on the 5-minute mark. Maddox trying to get that inside, didn't have a good angle. Also good on-ball defense there by Farrell. Made it very tough to get that entry pass in. They cannot convert on the offensive end, so it'll be brought back by All Alabama. Nice job by the officials of letting them play there. I hate to see the premature jump ball where you don't give it that minimum amount of time. Or a true tie-up situation. Unanticipated jump ball, let one be warranted. Did a good job of letting them play for it. They're on that last possession. This one out of bounds, last touch by CHP. 2 subs back in for All Alabama will be Nadia Cathy. Number 3 and number 30, Anaya Smith. Four minutes, 24 seconds left to play here in the first half. I'm seeing some token pressure applied by CHP. Fed down inside, not a lot of room to work with as that one's blocked by Heat Premier. That was Farrell there on the rejection. Ball saved, whipping it around, CHP. Farrell gonna dial up a three-pointer, in and out. Davenport had the rebound, had it poked away, now they get it in the hands of Cathy. Baseline drive, Farrell with another denial, and Kirk picks up the frustration foul. You look at a play like that, Kirk. It had that shot blocked by Farrell. It was a good defensive play. You want to get back on defense. Don't make things worse. Giving up that foul there. That three-pointer splashed by number 23. That was Puisis. Puisis approaching double digits here already in the first half. Foul there along the baseline. Take that last bucket by Puisis. It's another good look at three. Those haven't fallen a ton for CHP early on, but you got to keep taking good looks when you get them. Puisis cashes in on that one. We're tied up at 16 apiece. Maya Jackson knocking down that first free throw. Second one puts Cincinnati Heat Premier up by 1. Under 3 minutes remaining here in the first half now. Coming back getting the steal is Puisis. All Alabama hustles back on defense, breaks that fast break up. The tide has turned here in this game. Heat Premier cranking up the defense. They force a couple turnovers. They now have a 1-point advantage after trailing for the majority of this first half. But there they have a turnover. It gives it right back to all Alabama. That one blocked out of play by CHP. 15 seconds on the shot clock. There's Davenport. Kicks off the back of the rim, 2 for a dollar sale. They're on the inside, can't get that one to go either. Rebound wrestled away by Farrell. Nice job of moving without the ball. Can't get the three-point play opportunity. But headed to the line is Puisis. Puisis makes the first. 2-point game now. Lead is now 3 for Heat Premier. Kick ball. Another turnover. Offensive foul, stepping up and taking the charge. Nice work there by Brooke Kyle. There's always a level of savvy indicated when you see ninth graders step up and take charges. But you're seeing some of the turnovers that come along with ninth graders also rearing its head in this game. But that's part of getting better and using events like the Midwest Showdown in order to be able to do so. Still plenty of talent out there on the floor. Bank open here on court 5. So that one kicks off the glass and in for Puisis. Alabama answers right back. Both teams scoring back and forth right now. 6-point game. Full speed ahead. Nice pass. Can't get the layup to go. Follow-up attempt. No good. We'll see if the third time's a charm as they get the offensive rebound and a fresh shot clock. All over the passing lanes there is Jackson. Action Jackson with the steal and the layup. 18-26 is the score now. Jackson called for the foul. Good sportsmanship. Helps up Davenport. .30 and 8/10 of a second remaining here on the first half clock. Ball's on the floor. Both teams going to the deck to get it. Jump ball, and the possession arrow will keep it with Alabama. 25.1 on the clock. Catch and shoot three. Ice cream. Score that one for Jalen Sherrod. Sherrod makes it 20. Actually, they ruled that one a 2, so just 20-26 instead of the 5-point deficit it would have been had that one been a 3. Closing seconds, tough shot, still able to finish. The good lay-in there by Julia Heffling. So we send it into halftime here in the 9th grade division at the Midwest Showdown. You see that triple. Knocked down there by Sherrod. And you also see the way that the first half was ended on this nice bucket there by Heffling. We'll be back with more after the break.
My man, Dwayne Wade. You got this. You cool.
Cool like a penguin in a tank top.
Cool like a convertible with a snowplow.
Like a streaker at a hockey game.
Like a finger rolled in February.
Cool like a Yeti eating frozen spaghetti.
Ooh. The cool, crisp flavor of Gatorade Frost. Play cool.
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts with a great base and great foundation and allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things.
Looks like we're ready to get the second half rolling. It's a 20-28 ball game. Cincinnati Heat Premier with the 8-point advantage. For those that might have seen how this game started off and maybe went away, checked out some other broadcast or did something else on the list of all the to-dos here on the weekend list, you might have missed what Cincinnati Heat Premier did in order to, I won't say get back into this game because they weren't out of it, but in order to sort of reverse the energy a little bit, tightened up on the defensive end. They've used some of that collective size across the board. You look at players like Davenport for all Alabama and some of the other wings and inside players that they have. They're not a small team by any means, but across the board, CHP has some players with good height that have really made things tougher on players like Kathy and Morgan Kirk and some of the other talented guards for all Alabama. That jumper's knocked down there by number 24, Gabby Marshall. Marshall makes it an 11-point lead here. Now for Heat Premier. Davenport with the rebound. Can't get to go, but persistence paying off as she gets the second offensive rebound of the possession and lays that one in. 9-point contest. All Alabama gets the turnover. Here's Sherrod. Sherrod calling for the screen. Instead, will go away from it. Pass is tipped, snatched away there by Crawford. Just 8 seconds on the shot clock. We'll see if Sherrod knows it. They get it to Davenport now. 2 seconds, stop and pop, elbow jumper, off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Lane Farrell. Farrell's pass too far ahead for its intended recipient there. Pass intended for Maya Jackson. Sherrod will bring it across. Davenport, there's the double. She'll get rid of it. And one on the inside. Score that one for number 30, Joya Maddox. Maddox out of Hoover High School. Whether inside or outside of Alabama, chances are you've heard of Hoover High School. One of the better athletic programs you'll find not only in Alabama but in the country when you look at all of the sports across the board. When I was growing up, they even had a football reality show on MTV called Two-A-Days. Used to always tune into that one. 6-point game. As all Alabama trying to make a run. Shot blocked on the inside there by Heffling. The pass is tipped. Stays with CHP. Deep three-pointer. Money in the bank there for number 1, Courtney Hurst. Hurst makes it a 9-point advantage. There's the turnover. Trying to go for back-to-back threes. That one's no good. Rebound by Puisis. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. 25-34 is the score. 12:53 left to play here in the second half. back from the timeout. See how all Alabama responds. Pretty good shot there on goal for Davenport. Can't get it to go. So here's Heat Premier with a 9-point advantage and momentum in their favor. Launching another three and getting their second one of the second half is Courtney Hurst. Hurst pushes this lead to double digits. Kathy ahead to Sherrod. Sherrod establishes herself inbounds there and will kick it back up top. Foul called on the floor. So it'll be thrown in by Sherrod. Davenport back to Sherrod, jumper along the baseline. Off the mark, offensive rebound is going to produce a trip to the line for Terry Crawford. First free throw will make for Crawford. Second one on the way. They'll settle for a split pair. Under 12 minutes to play now. 11-point game. Three-pointer misses. Kathy. Kathy having trouble. Jackson. Pesky defender. Back out to Kathy. She'll pass up on the three, take the mid-range, kicks off the back of the rim. Now one tips. As we have another block by Maori Davenport. Checking back in for CHP number 20, Lane Farrell. Luises can't get the turnaround to go. Nice defense on the inside by Alabama. Skip pass over to Kathy. Kathy gets the step, floats it up high off the window, won't stay down. Power dribble and a block inside. Therefore, Farrell. Last touch by Alabama. It will go over to Cincy Heat Premier. (10 minutes, 58 seconds) remaining here in the second half. Foul going to go against Gabby Marshall. Here's Terry Crawford at the line. Sherrod, good hustle. Gets back on defense, able to knock it away. But the interior defense has gotten tighter and tighter when it comes to Cincinnati Heat Premier as this game is went on, as Heffling picked up another block. Jackson to Hurst. Nice pass inside, the assist by Heffling. The lay-in by Farrell. And we'll have a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back with more here from the Midwest Showdown. It's a 26-39 ball game. .45 left to play here in the second half. It's a 13-point lead now for Cincinnati Heat Premier. Trip to the free throw line coming here for Morgan Kirk. Kirk out of Hewitt Trustville High School there in Alabama. .12-point game after that trip to the free throw line. But methodically breaking down the pressure is CHP as they get a lay-in. Push the lead back to 14. Deep three-pointer for Kirk. A good on the shot, rebound brought down by Heffling. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Good rebound by Puises, loses her footing but is able to get rid of it before the travel can be called. Another rebound in there by Puises. All Alabama not doing a good enough job of boxing Sammy Puises out. And she's taking full advantage of it. Let's see what the substitutions in of number 30, Anaya Smith, and number 15, Maori Davenport. We'll see what that does to maybe slow down Puises on the board. Nice take there by Lane Farrell. Farrell showing some versatility here at a young age. The ninth grader not only blocking shots, rebounding inside, using that size. There puts it on the floor and is able to lay it in. .16-point game now. Maya Jackson, number 10. And number 24, Gabby Marshall, checking back in for CHP. Felicis knocks down the first free throw. That ball partially deflected. CHP playing defense like they're down 18 as opposed to up 18. They have not let up. Kirk has the ball stripped away. Pass ahead to Jackson. Jackson's running and laying it in. Davenport looking for a lifeline. Finds Maddox. Maddox nowhere to go, tries to get it to Kirk. And all Alabama gets a timeout just in the nick of time as it looked like they were about to turn that ball over. It's 27-47 ball game. Let's see how all Alabama responds after this timeout.
My man, Dwayne Wade. You got this. You cool.
Cool like a penguin in a tank top.
Cool like a convertible with a snowplow.
Like a streaker at a hockey game.
Like a finger rolled in February.
Cool like a Yeti eating frozen spaghetti.
The cool, crisp flavor of Gatorade Frost. Play cool.
Out of the timeout. It's a shot clock violation there against all Alabama. They find themselves down by 20, under 7 minutes remaining. Floater up and off the window for Gabby Marshall. Back out of the timeout. 30-49 game. Under the 3-minute mark now. Puisis for three. It's been that type of game for Sammy Puisis. He's just been effective inside and outside, offense and defense. Will be a very fun player to watch develop over the next few years. Foul on the play will send Nadia Cathy to the line. Pass ahead, layup by Marshall. Floater no good there by Cathy. Rebound by Farrell. Farrell and Puisis, a very formidable 1-2 punch. Even though you've got a good squad from top to bottom there for CHP. Puisis and Farrell with some standout plays and games here in this one. Puisis comes back, gets the steal. Three-pointer knocked down there by Julia Heffling. Heffling also a part of that stifling interior defense played by CHP as this game continued on. Made it very hard to score things inside and to get any sort of rebounds. So we appreciate you joining us here on SUV TV. That will be the final score here in this one, 52-37, getting the victory, Cincinnati Heat Premier. Thanks for joining us here on day 2 of the Midwest Showdown. We see you here for day 3 tomorrow.